guys. So I have not been reviewing this show this season because I didn't have the time, and honestly, it wasn't that interesting to me. But I wanted to start reviewing it because the thing that bothers me about this cast is that nobody has officially addressed Kristen in this whole drama with her family. Nobody wants to mention that the reason why baby Byron is estranged from big Byron is because Kristen said on national TV that he was a terrible grandfather to their daughter. That's the reason why you guys are in this situation, and everybody is blaming Cece for some reason. And I'm just like, did something happen behind the scenes where everybody just decided that they were just going to go after Cece about this situation? There's plenty of stuff to go after Cece about, but this situation is Kristen's fault. So I'm back to reviewing it because ain't nobody got Kristen together. I will. You know what? I have on my mom's ring. Ow. She got this from some church convocation, probably some Kojic convention that she went to. And I was just like, let me just put this on because it's right here. And baby, this thing is so heavy. Mom, how are you doing this? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let me take this off while I break my damn hand. So we open up with Jackie and her son going shopping for him. I guess he's on his way to college. And can I just say, her son is so handsome. He turned out to be such a handsome, well-mannered kid. He's the perfect combination of his mother and father. Just a good-looking, well-mannered boy. Wow. And all that confusion in that family, Jackie was able to raise somebody saying, work. Work. Then we cut to Evelyn doing this women's empowerment event for single moms. Guys, I love this. I love what she was doing. I love that she was using her celebrity to partner with another organization and help single moms. But you know how I feel about these shows doing anything concerning women's empowerment. You cannot go from snatching wigs to throwing drinks and then you're just like, I'm all about women's empowerment. No, you're not. You literally sit on a show and drag women for a living. There is no women's empowerment on this show. I swear, every time somebody says the word women's empowerment on this show, a feminist dies. This restaurant, Rodini Park, that was featured in this episode, I think when Evelyn was meeting with other lady from the organization that she wanted to partner with to help out single moms. This restaurant, I'm telling you, if you are in the LA area, specifically North Hollywood, check this restaurant out. I go there all the time. There was one time I was there every day, guys. I went there so much. They started to give me the family and friends discount. I said, you know what? I gotta stop coming here because my mom always said, when a restaurant starts to recognize you, you need to lose some weight. Like when you on a first name basis with a restaurant, sweetie, pull back, pull back. I pulled back and I've lost a bit of weight. So but I will be back. It's Mediterranean food. The guys who own it, they are Greek and Armenian, I believe. The food's delicious. It is delicious. It's well seasoned. But for white people, but you know what? They're Armenian, so they're different. White Americans. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. But the food is very well seasoned. The desserts are delicious. I had like a baklava cheesecake trifle. Like I've never had anything like that before. It was absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. You will get addicted. If you're ever like in your, LA travels, stop by North Hollywood and check out Rodini Park. Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Let's talk about Phoebe. Phoebe is all bark and no bite. Phoebe stayed talking about everybody in this group behind their back. And when she gets confronted about it, she just lies. And every time she does this, I'm like, sis, you're going to get dragged at the reunion. You're going to get dragged by Tammy. You're going to get dragged by Jackie. You're going to get dragged by Evelyn. I think the only person she hasn't talked about in this group is Shawnee. For good reason. But I'm like, you've talked about everybody in this group. And then when they ask you about it, you just say it didn't happen. Like this show don't have receipts. Like your cast members are not going to watch this show back. You're going to get dragged at the reunion. And you know what? She reminds me of them girls who act tough, but they really can't deliver, because she's from New York, right? And the overall consensus is that people from New York in general are tough. They are. I've lived there for years. I have family that lives there. New York City is rough, baby. If you can make it in New York City, you can make it anywhere. And they say that because that city is very tough to survive in, right? Phoebe, I don't know where you came from, Ma, because you're not representing New York well, because New York girls never back down. If you go up to a girl from New York, he was like, I heard you said this. She be like, yeah, so what's up? And that's it. That's the only thing she gonna say, because after that, she gonna knock you dead in your eye. They don't play. But Phoebe, I'm just so shocked, because the thing about it is, even if a girl from New York is like small and doesn't look like she can fight, she's still throwing hands. So I'm just like, when Phoebe was on the show, I was like, oh, we got a chick from New York, but Phoebe is all bark and no bite. Wow, New York. I'm sorry. You deserve better. And also, Phoebe, you gotta find new material. Every confessional, every scene you're in, the only thing you can say about Jackie is that she's old, right? That she's older than you. But it's like, your jokes ain't landing, your digs aren't hitting. They just sound mean, but not only are they mean, they're weak. I'm just like, you gotta find some new material, girl. There's so much material that you can use on these women. Jackie alone, you can drag her on so many things. The fact that she dresses like a Power Ranger mixed with a little bit of Blade, that's a good drag, because that's how she dressed. She's always wearing combat boots in LA in the summer. There's so many things you could drag her, but you could drag her about her Sally's drawstring ponytail. There's so many things that you can drag Jackie and these ladies. But you keep on coming that age because you're the youngest in the group, and it's just like, it's just tired, it's weak, it's corny. I'm just disappointed because I heard the accent. I was like, a chick from New York, we about to have some flavor. Evelyn been getting money for a while, so she a little diluted, right? She comes out when she visits her home, but she's a little diluted. So I'm like, we got a street chick from New York City. Phoebe, you want to deliver. Phoebe, you have not delivered. You have not delivered. The fact that you continue to drag Jackie about her age and none of your roast land. None of them land. Like, there's so many things that you can say about the ladies in general. The wigs alone in this group. You can drag them just by their wigs and it will all be justified and your roast will land, sweetie. Oh, Phoebe. I wanted more from you. Disappointed. Now we get to Evelyn's women's empowerment event, and nothing much really happens. The only thing that really happens is we get this scene about this story that was leaked. So, guys, listen. I feel like you all know this, but let's just talk about how these shows are fake. This is the only reason why I review reality TV shows, because I know. Like, I know so much, but for entertainment's sake, I won't say, because just like you guys, I like to get caught up in, the drama of the show, the comedy of these, reality TV shows, but working out here and just being out here in general. LA is a small place, right? Everybody talks, but nobody talks outside of the industry. So everybody knows the true tea within the industry, but outside of it, nobody says anything, because I guess you don't want to mess with people's paper, right? But this is how this show is so fake. One thing that I want to point out to you. So Malaysia calls Shawnee to invite her to her skin event, right? They have this dialogue about how great her skin is. And Malaysia's just like, oh, I'm just, out here with not a lot of makeup on. So, I'm trying to be incognito. And she takes her glasses off. And what do you see as a viewer? How beautiful her skin is, right? Then Shawnee points it out and says, oh my goodness, your skin is so beautiful. And then Malaysia's just like, well, since you said that about my skin, I want to invite you to my skin event. And I'm like, that was an ad, guys. She literally advertised her skin product or whatever that she's doing. At the skin event, she also talks to, I think it was Shawnee. Who else was there? I think it was Shawnee and Jennifer. Somebody, I forget the two girls that were at her event, but she talks to them about Jackie leaking this story. And all of a sudden, while Evelyn is doing her confessional, she gets a bing on her phone about Jackie leaking the story. And I wonder, was it a text message? Did somebody in the group text her about it? Or does she literally have a Google alert on Jackie's name? Or probably Basketball Wives. Maybe that's it. Maybe she has a Google alert on like Basketball Wives, like that hashtag or whatever. Maybe that's why she got that while she was filming in her confessional. But I was just like, you guys, I see how y'all doing it. I see how y'all doing it. But I had to point that out. I was like, this was a damn ad for Malaysia's skin product or whatever. But it was a pretty good ad. I didn't already have like my skincare routine set, I probably would check it out. I'm still going to check it out just to see, but I don't think I'm adding anything right now to my skincare routine because it's working. And I don't want to, throw that off, but I'll check it out. I'll see. You know what I mean? It may work for one of my sisters, but I'll look it up. If you guys have tried out Malaysia's skincare product, please let us know in the comment section below. I want to know. I want to know. We got to support Black business. If we don't, nobody else will. So anyway, we have this whole drama now about this story being leaked to the press that Jackie had to be hospitalized because Malaysia threw a table at her head, and all the ladies are talking about it. Half of the ladies are talking about it at Malaysia's skincare event. The other group of ladies are talking about it at Evelyn's women's empowerment event. So the ladies are talking, Evelyn, Phoebe, and I think it was Kristen. They're talking. Jackie walks up. Phoebe, tough chick from New York City. As soon as she sees Jackie, the 78-year-old lady that she's going to put in a wheelchair, she takes off running. And I say running because the way she scooted out of there was like a light jog. I was like, girl, why are you so pressed about this 78-year-old lady who's going to spit a tooth out because she's so old and decrepit and you're going to put her in a wheelchair? Are you really scared? Is that what it is? Are you really all bark and no bite? Is that because to be quite honest with you, it's giving me punk. The stuff that she's doing, I'm just like, you do all this yapping, and then when you're confronted, you either lie and say you didn't do it, or you run away. So the accent is tough, and that's it. Okay, girl. Okay. Makeup is sickening, though. I will say that. In her scenes and in her confessionals, great makeup. But work on your storyline, because when you were introduced, we were all hyped. You're disappointing us, beloved. Disappointing us. Phoebe leaves. Jackie walks up like she didn't even see her there. So they never even talked about like Phoebe running away because Jackie came. Like they never discussed it. Or maybe they just didn't put it in this episode. So they start talking about the article that was leaked or the story that was leaked to some gossip blog. And as soon as they asked Jackie if she planted that story, Jackie, I couldn't defend you because your body language, it all changed. She was like, no. I'm like, oh, okay, so you did. You said no, but your body was so guilty in the way that you said it. And I was just like, oh my gosh. The thing about it is, if Jackie didn't leak the story, I think somebody in her camp did or somebody in the show did, because that's what they do. Each reality TV show has a PR team. So what the PR team does is they get reports from set, probably from a director's assistant or whatever, and they tell them the controversial stuff or the fun stuff or the sad stuff that has happened on set. It is the job of the PR team to start to put that information out a couple of months before the show premieres. So by the time that the show comes back, it's had so much buzz because everybody wants to know what happens. Everybody wants to know about this fight with Jackie. Everybody wants to know who's pregnant. Everybody wants to know who's getting engaged. While they're filming, they'll probably have like a controversial scene and they'll take it to the PR department, and the PR department will do what PR people do. Embellish and make it seem like it's something bigger than it really is. So by the time we watch this show, we're expecting that moment. Which is why a lot of times we're always disappointed sometimes with the fight that we've been anticipating, because we've been seeing it on Twitter. We've been seeing it on the Shade Room. Fan accounts have been tweeting about it. So it's all over your social media, right? So by the time you see the episode, you're just like, that's it? But there was so much buzz going on about it that you were so hyped to see it. Whether it was a downfall or a disappointment to you or not, they still got your views. They still got their ratings. Bravo to the PR department. So what I think happened is either Jackie knows about that and she can't lie, or she planted it. Either one could be possible, or they both could be possible. But I'm thinking that this was probably leaked by the PR department of this show at VH1. That's what I think happened. I think that Jackie is very aware of it. The ladies of the show are very aware of it because that is the business, but they got to play like they don't know, and they have to make this Jackie storyline. Let's talk about how she acted a plum fool at Jenn's event. So OG, who has been uber messy this season, tells Jackie that Phoebe was saying these things about her. Now I get it. If Jackie was my friend, I would tell her too. But I will also defend her in front of Phoebe. Like, OG sat there and didn't say anything, and then she runs to Jackie like she's this super best friend of hers and tells her what was said. But my thing, if that was me, I would be like, thank you for the information. What did you say to that person that said that about me as my friend? You know what I mean? OG is trying to come off like she's being this good friend, but she's just being messy. Especially like a few episodes ago where she released that information that little Byron is not actually Byron's son. Awful. Awful, OG. You have become very vile this season. And I don't know why. Is it because you don't have anything going on? Because normally when a person, like any person on one of these reality TV shows, if it's somebody who's not normally like this reckless or just nasty, when they switch up like that, it's because they don't have anything going on. Like Sheree in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She became the bone carrier because she didn't have anything going on, but she needed to pay for this house. So she would stay on each season by just being messy. So this is what OG is doing. And so I'm thinking that she's doing this because she does not have a lot going on right now. Anyway, she tells Jackie what Phoebe says. And so Jackie has been on a 10 ever since then. So then we get this beautiful event for Jennifer's mother who has passed away from cancer. Jennifer is using this event to not only memorialize her mother, but to also raise money for the Cancer Association. Ladies are there in support. My only problem are two things. One, Malaysia. I get that she didn't want to take pictures, right? I totally understand. But this moment was not about you. Whatever issues that you had with Jennifer, it didn't need to be addressed. It didn't need to be brought up. Even if it was in like some joking kind of sideways comment, like when they all took a picture together, she gonna say, hey, Evelyn, what a picture, right? We don't need that. This is not what this moment is about. Y'all not at some brunch, you know what I mean, taking pictures. This is a bigger situation. This is about something bigger than this show. Just take a moment, step outside yourself, and be there to support her. If you're not going to be there to support her, if you don't want to take a picture, leave. Don't show up. But don't try to make this moment about you and the issues that you have with Jen. So my second issue is with Jackie. Dead wrong, Jackie. I don't care how you try to turn it up. Dead wrong. So first of all, she shows up in a praise dance outfit. What's going on with these women wearing praise dancing outfits at events? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So she shows up in this praise dancing outfit. She's screaming outside of the event for Phoebe to come out. You knew what this event was about. Why are you doing this? Why are you acting like this? So while Jennifer is giving a speech about her mom, she can't even thank the people properly or even just really take the moment in, because you can hear Jackie screaming Phoebe's name to come outside so they can not fight, because security is there. That's what these ladies do. They do all that stuff knowing good and well security is going to stop them, so their makeup won't get messed up and their wigs won't get snatched. But if they do, the hair and makeup team will fix it. True story. True story. So anyway, she's screaming, acting a plumb fool. Jennifer handled it perfectly. Like, she really handled that like a champ, because she could have went out there and she could have addressed Jackie and she would have been right if she did, but she didn't. So Phoebe, talking tough, old woman, I'm gonna put her in a wheelchair, I'm gonna go out there and see her, and the girls are like, no, don't go out there, don't give her what she wants. It's just like, you know what, you right, I'm not gonna go out there, because if y'all wasn't here, I wouldn't go out there, but they holding me back. Girl, really? Girl, and then she has this moment with Jennifer. I'm not going to take that from her, right? I'm not going to take from her that she wasn't hurt or, you know, reminiscing or just thinking about her grandfather who passed away from cancer, because, you know, losing anybody that you love takes a toll on you. But to try to have this moment with Jennifer, I don't know. It just rubbed me. I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. It just didn't seem genuine to me. And she's just like, I want to apologize to you. I'm so sorry. I lost my grandfather to cancer. And her and Jennifer are having this moment. And I felt like Jennifer was really in it. But I just felt like Phoebe was using that as an excuse, as a way to not go out there to address Jackie because she's scared. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being scared. It doesn't make you less than, it doesn't make you a coward, right? But you are a punk when you do all this talking and you say you're going to do all this stuff to people, and then when it comes time to deliver, you don't. Jackie wouldn't be outside calling your name. No, she would. I was going to say she wouldn't be out there if you didn't turn her up, but it don't take much to turn Jackie up. But you say these things about people and then you don't want to back it up. Like, you can't talk about people if you can't back it up. If you're going to say this stuff, be able to say it to their face and be able to fight, period. So I felt like she was using that moment to not go outside because she was afraid of Jackie. Sis, if you scared, stop talking. Simple. Problem solved. Before I move on, let me finish up on how disappointed I am at Jackie. Because this event was bigger than the show, like I said before. It wasn't about you. You made it about you. You disgraced the entire event. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. I'm not bashing your age, right? But as the senior member in this group, as a mature woman who has lived through some things, and especially as a woman who has lost her mother, why would you do this? Why would you do this to Jennifer? It was so wrong. It was so selfish. She didn't even come into the event. After she did all that, she didn't come into the event and she didn't donate anything. So what was the purpose? What was the purpose? You still walked away and you did not go to do what you went there to do because you did not come there to support Jenn. You came there to fight Phoebe. Address her anywhere else. Not in an event to memorialize the passing of one of your friend's mother and to raise money for cancer. How low, girl? How low? Another season of OG begging Kwame to marry her and give her a baby. Girl, every time you bring it up, he's just like, he's not that into you as a wife or as a mother of his child. And you have to realize that. You have to realize that. And I don't think it's because she thinks she can't get another man, right? I think OG has invested so much into this guy that she doesn't want to walk away. But you have to. You have to walk away because what you want, he doesn't want. Either he doesn't want it right now or he doesn't want it with you. But sis, it is very obvious that you guys are not on the same page. And it's just sad to see. You know, she's sitting down, butt naked, basically. And like, it just makes no sense, right? She's in this lingerie outfit, cutting up pineapples. Like, you took all this time to do your hair and makeup and put on this sexy lingerie, and you ain't cut up the pineapple so the fruit could be ready. Like, all this presentation, and you still gotta cook? Or is he turned on by you, like, cutting up pineapples and looking like you're cooking in the kitchen? I don't know. It just didn't make any sense. She's sitting here talking to him about his career or whatever, and she starts talking about wanting to have children and be married. And this dude just looks like his soul fell out of his body. And I'm like, you never want that reaction. Because not only did he give you that reaction, he gave you that reaction on camera. Sis, listen to him. He's telling you that he don't want it. If he's not speaking it to you, which I think he is, his body is telling you no. You gotta walk away from this. You got to. And if he wants you, he'll chase you, right? But you cannot force somebody to give you something that they either don't want or they're just not ready to give. And I think it's also because OG's in her 30s and she wants to have this soon before it gets to the point where it's difficult for her to conceive. I understand it. But maybe you need to find somebody who you're on the same page with, because you are not on the same page as Kwame. You're just not. Since we're here, OG, what in the Halloween is going on with these lashes? What is happening here? First of all, I was on my computer taking notes for this show and I wasn't even looking up. I was just listening. When I looked up and I saw her lashes, I jumped back, right? Because I thought there was a spider on my TV screen when I realized it was that woman's lashes. OG, for seasons, Twitter, reviewers, we have all been telling you to at least put some coin into your look because these ladies are bringing it on this show. They're bringing it in the confessionals. You got to step it up. What is going on? Who are you using? There are so many people out here in LA alone. Walk on Melrose Boulevard. You will find some stylist who is probably up and coming and needs somebody on TV to give them the proper exposure. You can work out a great deal with them, sis. What is going on? That was a choice and you made it. Or whoever made it for you, you said yes to it. There's a problem, sis. A problem. Like what? Guys, they were so long and then spaced out. Why would you do that if it's not a Halloween costume? Over here serving hocus pocus. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So we end this episode with Shawnee lying about these freaking weed goodies. She is always, I think it's probably because she has kids, right? And she probably doesn't want her children to know that mom was a pothead, right? There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Like, there are people who use marijuana for a myriad of reasons. I was somebody like Shaq who was just like, oh no, this is wrong. This is a drug. We shouldn't be doing this. Because, you know, I grew up in the hood. I only know about weed from like drug dealers selling it and killing people over it, right? But what really changed my mind about it is one of my good friends, her mother passed away from cancer. She had bone cancer. While her mother was in hospice, she was given like weed tablets to help her with the pain. And my friend was like fighting the laws in California at that time because they would make the drug legal. Then every voting block, it would become illegal. So she was struggling to get this medicine for her mom that was at least making her last days on this earth bearable. And just to watch her go through that process really changed my mind on it, right? However, not everybody is on board with it. I know people do it recreationally, but I am all for making it legal if we can help people, if people can be healed from it, or if people, like my friend's mother, can at least have some peace in their body. I'm all for it, right? But because we still have people who think differently about it, and that's, you know, it's the American way. Not everybody agrees, but we live here together. So I think because of that, she's trying to give off this, no, I'm just a businesswoman. I'm just helping out. I want to have a legacy for my kids. She always leads with that. Instead of just saying, I like this stuff, I use this stuff, I want to profit off of it, I know how to make a coin, let's get this bread. She's trying to make it seem more posh than it really is. Because sis, you know good and well, ain't nobody got them goodies. All them goodies that you get from your little distributor, you take on. You down them brownies, you down them gummies, you smoke that weed in your mansion. Stop playing and acting like, oh, I don't do it. I'm going to give it to my friends because I can't handle it. I know your friends is watching like, who you giving goodies to? Because we ain't getting none. This episode is also laced with a lot of Jackie. First, we get her going to her therapist, and it's revealed that she's acting out like this. Jackie acts out every season, and she always has to go to a therapist, and it comes up that it's something else. So now the reason why Jackie is acting out, her last child is going away to college, and she's going to be an empty nester. I'm not knocking that. I am not knocking that because when my little sister went off to college, even though she still went to college in Philadelphia, my mom, that transition was really, really difficult for her. So I give that to Jackie. I still think that this is storyline, but I think she's pulling from a very real place. What I want to say about her therapist is this. Mother was ready for her close-up. Can I tell you the acting that this therapist was giving us? I was like, okay, Tyler Perry, are you watching? Because this Tyler Perry monologue that she was giving Jackie about like moving on and being able to let her son go free, I said, girl, give it. Give it. You don't have to walk with this anymore. You can be free. I was just waiting for somebody to come out in the background and just start singing, I Know I've Been Changed. Like, she was giving us so much. Like, it was all here. And I said, oh, come on. Come on, Tyler Perry, play. Tyler, get this lady a job. And me too. I need some more coins. Because YouTube is, you know, we getting somewhere. But yeah, Christmas is coming and my birthday is coming up. I need a TV job. So Tyler, what's good? What's good? So with all these reality TV shows giving like the women on the show lie detector test, like who cares? Like I personally don't believe lie detector tests because they're really just going off your body's energy at that moment. But they can be debunked because if you're sick, your results are going to change. If you're pregnant, your results are going to change. If you're stressed out, you're going to have different results. That's why, what was I watching? Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Carly Red did a lie detector test or whatever, and she was sitting there comatose like a zombie because she was lying, and what she was doing was calming her body down. Because if you calm your body down to the point where the lie detector test believes that you are at rest, and when your body is at rest and your heart rate is like a normal heart rate, it's not speeding up or whatever, that tells the lie detector test that you're telling the truth. So that's why she was like damn near comatose, because she was trying to beat the lie detector test. And she did. That's how you beat it. That's what they're judging, guys. They're just judging the movements of your body. They're not doing brain activity or anything like that. Just little indicators within your body that is making them, come to the conclusion, not based on fact, but just come to the conclusion that you're not being honest. That's all it is. So they never really hold up in court because they can be debunked within seconds. However, Jackie sits down and takes this lie detector test that Evelyn, surprised her with. And the results come back that she was lying. She wasn't lying about everything, but she was lying about just enough the important stuff, especially about this story. And like I said before, I think she knows about it. I think this is a part of her storyline. I think somebody in her camp probably did it, or maybe the PR team at VH1 did it for this show. But I don't think that she went out and was just like, I'm just going to release this story in the blogs. I think it's storyline. I really do believe that's why the lie detector test results came back that way, because she was lying about it. Hook up Evelyn. You'll get the same results. That's where it ends for me. I enjoyed this episode. I think I'm going to continue. If you guys enjoy, I think I'll continue to review this season, especially because somebody has to address that Kristen started this whole family feud. Kristen. Why are we talking about this? Anyway, let me get in here and go do my Real Housewives of Orange County review. If you like that, please stick around. And if you just like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you soon for the following episode of The Real Housewives of Basketball. Basketball Wives. Love you guys. Bye.